So, hey Pisces, my name is Chris, and this is your beautiful reading for fall and winter, basically the rest of 2026, second half. Welcome. I'm doing the Celtic cross for you. Sometimes I'm just doing 10 cards, but this time it's the Celtic cross, and the center of your Celtic cross looks pretty good. That's the Tree of Cups, celebration, good people, right? That's really nice, light-hearted energies. There's the Nine of Pentacles as the crossing energy, which is not crossing at all, right? So low-hanging fruits, you just invest a little bit of work and you get something out of it. And obviously there are people who celebrate with you, for you, cheer you on, give you energy, support you. Sometimes you don't even see these people, right? Sometimes they're kind of a little invisible, but they're there and they're supporting you, whether it's spirits, whether it's fairies, whether it's, you name it, right? Relatives who live far away, something like that. Emotional, spiritual support. There is the Page of Cups. So what you... Oh, okay. The High Priestess wants to come out. That's the crown of your reading. Trust your intuition. Go inside. Respectively, there's the Page of Cups at the foundation, and there is the High Priestess. So what you're successful with, what you're working on, what you're being supported and cheered on for is pretty much something that you might have dismissed when you think about the years since 2008. That was Pluto in Capricorn, right? Very mind-driven, intellectual approaches, you know, Capricorn energy. We want to go with the head through the wall, right? Something like that. Everything was pretty heavy and everything was very much driven by the intellect. Everything was very much driven by being forceful and doubling down, right? This Pluto in Capricorn chapter, that's pretty much the next 20 years, or nowadays more like the next 19 years actually. It's more about what you love to do. So maybe there is something that you have dismissed in the last developmental cycle, maybe since 2008, certainly in the last 9 or 10 years, right? 9 years most likely. There was something that you like to do, that you love to do, that brought you joy and happiness while you were doing it. But you were probably busy checking your boxes, getting a great job title, or making more money, or doing this or doing that. What looks good on paper, what looks good on your CV, what looks good in your mind, what is impressive, you know, material stuff, intellectual stuff, right? But what is with the heart space? And that which you might have overlooked or pushed aside. Okay, that's pretty cute, but you know, I got real work to do, right? So I pushed it aside. But that is actually totally connected to your intrinsic potential, right? High Priestess energy, your intuition, your feelings, your intuitive wisdom, right? And if you follow that, there is your low-hanging fruit, there is your Nine of Pentacles, and there is so much support here from people you might not even have met yet. There's the Eight of Swords, flew out basically. That's in your past. That's overthinking energy. That's kind of blocking yourself by thinking too much. There is also perfectionism in this. When you orient yourself to external validation, right, all the freaking time, you become dependent on that external validation. But if you do something that is totally coming from your inner being, that is an expression of your highest potential, that will bring you joy and happiness while you're doing it. And you can make something out of that, Pentacles wise. So down to earth, you know, there are coins in here, right? So the Nine of Pentacles is a very Pentacles, down to earth, practical thing to do. But it is something that you love, and it's something that comes from your inner core and not so much from the outside world. So not external recognition, but inner expression of your highest potential. That seems to be the way to go in the second half of 2026, fall and winter 2026. And as if the 9 of Pentacles wasn't good enough, there we got the 10 of Pentacles. That's what's coming next. 9 and 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles, I know it's Pentacles energy and it looks like a coin and everybody thinks, oh yeah, money, yeah, most abundance and prosperity. I don't want to take that wind out of your sails, but you know, it's not all about cash with Pentacles energy, although of course, there we go, look at that, right? But especially the 10 of Pentacles is more about somebody who is emerging himself in his own creation. So you build something for yourself that is just beautiful, and you blossom within it, and people might live in that world, in that with what you have created, whether it is an idea, whether it is a, I don't know, maybe you build, I don't know, whatever, right? Maybe you help students, maybe you do this, maybe you do that, but you build something that is supportive, not just for yourself, but it's kind of, there's reciprocity, there are other people involved who profit from that, and it's a structure, it's an idea, it's something that brings wealth, abundance, and prosperity, but more in a sense of abundance, right? In a broader sense. And you create that, and people might not even know that you created that. There's the Queen of Pentacles. So we got a lot of Pentacles here. Let's just say this is also about success, right? So Pentacles, energy, wealth, abundance, and prosperity. There is work of more Pentacles, right? There is work involved, and it's in the outside world position. So it probably has something to do with other people. But you love to do that, right? If it's connected to your Page of Cups, if it's fulfilling itself or blossoming into that High Priestess energy, then it's really something that is connected to your intuitive wisdom, to your intuition. And working with other people could be the 8 of Pentacles in the outside world position. That makes a lot of sense. 2 of Cups energy, I'm coming back to that because that's deep. 6 of Pentacles, more Pentacles energy, you're getting something out of it. And if you have given, there's the 7 of Pentacles at the bottom. Okay, so we got the 7 of Pentacles, we got the 8 of Pentacles, we got the 9 of Pentacles, we got the 10 of Pentacles, oh, we got the 6 of Pentacles as well, we got the Queen of Pentacles. Pisces, my friend. Is it? Yeah. Pisces. Sorry, it's almost forgot what reading it is. Pisces, my friend. This looks pretty Pentacles, nicey dicey, right? So, yeah. Let's just say this is about success, right? But it's also about justice. There are 2 cards in the tarot deck that have a scale. That's the 6 of Pentacles and the Justice card. So this is, so to speak, the little Justice card. So you get something out of it. But you get something out of it for your efforts, for your work. There's so much work involved here. Deep, meaningful, emotional work that is connected to your intuition. I say this again and again. It is meaningful to you. And you're coming probably since 2008. And if you think about the last 9 years, might have been the toxic version. Maybe since 2008, the first 9 years or whatever, you built something, but you built something completely on Swords energy, looks good on paper, but there was no joy in it, right? And in the last 9 years, I would say that might have gotten really sour and really toxic and just joyless, right? And blocking your potential, right? And now that you're tapping back into that potential, that which you love, do what you love, what is meaningful to you, what is an expression of your inner core. That's when all the magic is happening. And the 2 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups actually here in the challenge, right? Or the potential, that basically means that there are shady people in this world, narcissistic, toxic, antagonistic people. You just have to make peace with that. You're not you're not winning this, you're not having your beautiful success that is definitively on the table here by fighting the old system. You're winning here, and you're totally winning here because you deserve it, right? You get something back. Maybe you have given a lot, now it's time to receive, right? But not by... If you express your highest potential, you don't have to devalue anybody else's point of view. You don't have to be too cocky. You know, there's a lot of success here. There's a lot of abundance here. And what I'm trying to tell you is, do not fight the old system, build a new system, be an expression of that new system, and don't get too cocky about it, right? Coming from the Eight of Swords, but now this blockage is over. That's in the past. Five of Swords, remember your joy, remember your harvest. You get something out of it. Enjoy that. You deserve that. Don't make it about fighting the old, and don't reopen an old conflict. Let it be over. Strength card is here. It's the taming approach, not the fighting approach. So you're not trying to negate the worldview of other people. You're offering a perspective, right? And that's more convincing. And there is the Three of Pentacles with the High Priestess. You're not alone in this. There's also the Three of Cups here. So there is support, energetic support. You get something out of it. There's the Justice card, clarifying the Eight of Swords. There's the Six of Pentacles, second card with the scales, remember. The Ten of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. Yay. That's, I mean, come on. That's beautiful. The Ace of Pentacles, clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. We get more Pentacles. There's the Three of Cups. You're working on this. But again, you're working it with the Three of Cups, with a lot of support. People cheering you on, giving you energy, giving you support in so many ways. Four of Pentacles is here as well, clarifying the Two of Cups. I'm not going into there, but there would be an entire story here that comes to mind. And the Page of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles. You got everything you need to make that happen. There is the Nine of Cups, which is one of my most beloved cards. Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles is sometimes even better than the Ten of Pentacles, I would say. But with the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and 2 times the Ten of Pentacles, you're covered, you know. Just don't get cocky. Just don't brag about your success. Be humble, you know, divine humble pride in your creation. And by all means, enjoy it. By all means, be happy with it. Have 2 times the Three of Cups, right? Don't go back into overthinking. Don't go back into perfectionism. Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Swords sometimes too, but especially the Eight of Swords. It's also about perfectionism, right? Fertility, you're giving birth to something beautiful, and it's just working, right? It's just working, and it is totally connected to your joy, to what is kind of your inner talent. And this inner talent, that inner light, you might have not given enough attention when you think about since 2008, Pluto in Capricorn, especially last 9 years. It was a hard birth to it. Trust in divine detours. I put that to the Nine of Swords, to your past energy, what I just talked about since 2008. You probably walked on the wrong path, or it seemed like you walked on the wrong path, but sometimes you have to go some sort of dark night of the soul to really be ready to receive the blessings of a brand new day. So trust in divine detours, coyote spirit, everything is well. You got this. And I'm really happy for you that you got such a beautiful reading. Share, like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think about it. There's the yearly reading. I'm going to link this at the end of this video. Check this out if you want the full picture. You can also check out your birth chart, sun, moon, and rising. Usually makes a lot of sense. And hopefully see you next time. Now, goodbye, my friend. Ciao.